Stories are living to live another day. My name is Osadumebi, and every week I usually tell you a short story written by a Nigerian writer or author. But this is Series Week, where I tell you a story over the course of 2 to 7 consecutive days. Basically, however long it takes to complete the story. Series Week will occur once a quarter, and the stories featured will still be written by Nigerian writers and authors, but will either consist of a sequence of related episodes from one story or a set of stories linked by a common theme. That's the long and short of it. So without much ado, today's story is by Solomon Hamza, and it's the 5th and final part of the story titled, We Do Not Belong to the Water. Catch up on earlier episodes in the week for parts 1 to 4. On the 3rd day of our voyage, I sat and calculated how 3 weeks of traveling, which our agents had promised me back in Nigeria, turned into 1 month. I could not wait to get over with the trip and set my foot on European soil. However, some minutes after 6 p.m., the weather became pregnant with expectant rain. It did not take long before the heavens opened to let down the water from the sky. What started as a drizzle erupted into fits of rain, falling for some minutes and stopping abruptly. Then it resumed again. The rain stirred the sleeping sea, and Poseidon wielded his trident ready to wreak havoc. The sea took charge, excited to see another set of Africans like in the stranger's story. It tossed our motor ramp here and there like a swing. It was obvious the sea wanted to play with us before it finally decided our fate. The horrid sounds from the wind and of the raging waves slapping against the boat woke a lot of people who were already dozing. Chimobi's low voice hacked through my chain of thoughts. Bro, I'm scared, oh. Chi, we will not die here in the sea. The life jacket was large for him, which made him appear much smaller. Chi, we do not belong to the sea. They will come and rescue us. Chimobi began to shake beside me like he had Parkinson's disease. Keep calm, everybody. Hold firm. A rescue team will be here shortly. I recognized the voice immediately, even though it was too dark to confirm. The owner of the voice was a smallish Libyan fisherman handed the duty of transporting us safely. I was surprised that his smallish body could produce such a booming voice. I have just made a distress call. The waves whacked our boats furiously, tossing us from side to side. To think that the blue sea was as calm as a dove moments ago, now it was raging like a wounded tiger. A flash of lightning zigzagged across the black clouds, illuminating parts of the boat for a while. The storm had also unsettled the calmness of the passengers, looking everywhere to hold something, anything strong enough to stop them from falling overboard. Chimobi, hold something, hold something. I was leading his hands to an iron prop close to us before another hand would beat us to it. The motor raft suddenly became too small for us as screams and wails from children and women alike with different African dialects intertwined with the rumbling thunder. Despite the noise and ululation, Chimaobi's eyelids were drooling. His breathing was becoming laborious. It was as if he was sucking in the air. Chimaobi, please wake up. Wake up. Chi, wake up. My God. What would I tell Mama and Papa? That I cajoled my younger brother into traveling illegally abroad and failed to do that right? That I had allowed the sea to kill their son? Bro, I'm so cold. I nudged him. Chi, you will not die here, Inugo. You did not die in the desert, so you will not go home now. Just then, somebody shouted in the dark, pointing at something. I can see it. The rescue boat. It is coming. I strained my eyes to see, but my efforts were cut short when a searchlight slashed through our ferry, sending not only rays of light, but of hope. The crying passengers suddenly began jumping up and down as the boat approached us. I turned to smile at Chimaobi. I told you, didn't I? We won't go home today. And of course, the home I was talking about was an unmarked grave on the bed of the Mediterranean Sea.
Solomon Hamza is a Nigerian writer who resides in Nasarawa State. He is a teacher, historian, and environmentalist. Connect with Solomon on X at st_Hamza001, on Instagram at st_IDAH001, and on Facebook at Solomon Hamza King. Details and links will be in the episode description. If you've got a story you would like to be featured on this podcast, or a published book you want to make into an audiobook, I would love to hear from you. Send an email to info@osadumebi.com or send me a message at Osadumebi on either Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or X. I look forward to collaborating with you. And if you've enjoyed this week's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with that one person you know will enjoy listening. Tell them that stories are a good escape for a few minutes each week.